Welcome back to the Mixtape. I'm sitting here with Kano. You doing alright?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay, top 3 UK rappers?
Top 3 UK rappers, in no particular order. I can put myself in it, right?
It's up to you, it's your top 3.
No particular order, but Kano.
And Kano, and Kano.
Yeah, Wiley and Ghetto.
Do you reckon we'll ever see you guys, all 3 of you, on tour together? I think that would be mad.
It's something we spoke about maybe a couple years ago, you know, like with everyone. Like me, Wiley, G, Boy Better Know. I don't know. I still would love to put a show together with, you know, all those people and a few more, you know, like DWE and them generals but I don't know. It's just
see what happens.
Yeah, it's something that you know you want to happen. Will it ever happen? I don't know. But then I look at things like when Jay-Z done the Rock the Mic tour and had Rockefeller and Rough Riders with DMX and then Ja Rule, all at their peak of their careers, and it was something that, you know, people didn't think that could ever happen, or, you know, would get shut down. Just like when Dr. Dre, Eminem, and 50 and Snoop Dogg done it. I think one day it will happen. One day it will happen.
As you're really experimental with your music, you were at the Brit Asia Music Awards.
Yeah.
Would you work with an Asian artist?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I wouldn't work with an Asian artist.
No, but no, what I'm saying is that something that's on the agenda?
Yeah, but it just
Obviously,
has to
I know
be
you're
right.
not going to say no, but...
It just has to be right, you know what I mean? Not work with an Asian artist to work with an Asian artist and tap into an Asian market, no. That's like corny, but, you know, if it's right, then yeah. That day I spoke to a lot of people, and Punjabi MC was someone that, you know, I spoke about, you know, working with, and sent me some beats and things like that. I think definitely.
I think it just hasn't been done, so it's like, you know, you can't be like you go into their world and they come into your world. It's got to be like the two collaborating together and see what comes out of it.
Yeah, I think it could be really, really good, man. Hopefully, you know, I'll be the one to do it.
I hear you a bit chuffed that Apache Indian was there.
Who told you that?
I hear this.
Yeah, man. Come on, that's old school. That's old school.
Because you know what, when I did the Skepta interview as well, we did it at Apache's bar, and he's like, that's Apache Indian, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, I don't know,
It's because he's old school, right? And everyone
yeah, it's because he's old school. And some people just, I don't know, they've just got a thing about them that they just can communicate with, you know, all sorts of different cultures, you know, even if it's not actually theirs. And some cultures just, you know, grab a person and embrace them.
True.
And that's what we did back then, you know. He was like one of us.
So, when you do your videos, who comes up with the concepts and stuff? Is it you? Do you have a lot of input into it? Your videos have been a bit crazy lately. Upside is crazy. Yeah,
the videos, I don't know, every idea I come up with is too expensive. They was like, yeah, cool, but
Like, we ain't got the budget.
Yeah, we ain't got the budget for that one. But, you know, I like speaking to video directors, them coming up with maybe maybe giving them a few pointers, and then them going away and coming up with something, and then from that point, you know, when I read the treatment, we have another discussion and really start, you know, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and that's the way it's been for most of my videos, yeah.
Well, you're doing a bit of boxing in there somewhere.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to bring your gloves down today, we were going to spar on that. Seriously, I'm ready.
I done a bit, but that was definitely the hardest video shoot I've ever been on. Like, it was tiring.
Why? Because you had to box?
Yeah, I had to box. I had to train like some sessions beforehand, yeah, because otherwise it just don't look realistic, you know what I mean? Like, you don't look at it and say, wow, Kane's a wicked boxer, but if I didn't do them couple lessons, you would have looked at him and saying,
yeah, what's going on there?
You don't hit it like that. That's not how you do it. You know, you get them people online. That's not how you do it.
Any producers you'd like to work with in the future?
I don't know, we'll see, I don't know.
You're really like quiet about who you might work with and who.
Yeah, I don't know. With me, it's never like I need to work with this person next. It's just, you know, if we work something out, you know, it happens. Like it's probably never gonna be the people that everyone goes to. You know, I want to work with will.i.am and I want to work with, you know, it's just about who you can make the best music with. You know, whether they're big or whether they're unknown, you know, it don't matter to me.
So it's all about their music, obviously, if you're feeling it.
It's all about their music, but it's all about the music we can make together. Because some people have great music, but with that particular artist, just know.
Has that happened?
Yeah, I've done loads of sessions.
And it's like, you know what, this just is not happening.
Yeah, normally you make something happen just because you're both talented people. You know, you make something happen, but it's never really the thing.
There must be a point where, like, yeah, you're both talented, but this isn't working together.
Yeah, but you still make something, but it just never gets
used.
You're
making something just because you're both in the studio and you're
just because you're there. Just because you're there, you know.
We gotta make something today.
Yeah, we have to make something today, and then it never ever gets used. But and there's some people that you go in there.
Wouldn't you just see that as a waste of time?
Yeah, but you're there. You've already wasted the time. It's
not happening while you're in the studio, but you're gonna make something.
But that's the thing. That's the thing because. I made Upside with Craigie and I made Slaves with Craigie. But when I made Dark Days, which is the last track on the album, we was in the studio for like an hour and he was working on some sounds and it just was like nothing happened. And it was like, this ain't gonna go nowhere. But then you can stop then or 10 minutes more, half an hour more. And I think he even said just half an hour more and if it ain't working, we just scrap it. And something happened. It could just be a snare sound you hear and that might trigger off, you know, a different pattern for the kick and now you're into it and then it's like this goes with that and then it just all clicks, but you have to give it time. Nothing happens overnight. Like most of the songs that you hear, you know, it took months and months of tweaking and, you know, developing that song. You know, it's never just like, there you go.
Out of all your albums,
yeah,
which would you say is your favourite?
My favourite? It's hard to say what the favourite one is.
Or which one stands out for you the most?
I don't listen to my albums. I never make an album and listen to it. And that's not like because I don't like hearing myself. When I make mixtapes, I listen to it every day, all day.
How do you listen to the album and not you listen to the mixtape?
I don't know. It's just something I don't do.
On a mixtape, you can just go crazy, but then you can also go crazy on an album too. So
yeah, but sometimes an album, you know, I don't know. An album, I'm giving so much of me away, and I'm putting so much into the album, so much emotion, and sometimes on some songs, getting so much things off my chest. I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear it every day. So I've done it. It's the therapy while I'm making a song, and it's out, and I don't always revisit it unless I need to.
Is that what it is for most artists, though? Therapy?
Probably not, but
it is for Kano.
Yeah, but some songs I can play. Like when I make Get Wild, I just used to play it all the time. You know, when I make Crazy, I used to just play it all the time. It's not deep. It's not gonna bring me back. It's just gonna make me happy. It's not gonna bring me back to any, you know, unhappy moment or whatever. What the reason I was writing a song. Some songs I listen to and some songs I won't.
Right, I'm going to do a quick fire question round with you.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Right, it's just so that we can kind of see what Kano's all about.
Okay.
What goes on up there. Okay. A little closer into your world. Favourite food?
Planting.
This is quick yet.
Planting.
Hip hop or grime?
Grime.
Ideal woman?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. Beyonce. Alicia Keys.
That's two.
Threesome.
T-shirt or shirt?
T-shirt. Even though I got a shirt on today, T-shirt. So why not?
Adidas or Reebok?
Oh.
I know, because I know you wear both.
I got Adidas on today. I've gone back to Reebok lately. They got some old school classics. Not just Reebok
I knew you were
classics.
going to get stuck on this one.
Reebok pumps. I got a pair of Reebok pumps the other day.
So it's going to be Reebok?
School. No, it's not. It's going to be Adibok.
Favourite song?
Favourite song? Now, Where's Cartel, Clocks.
Ghetto or Wiley? Is in.
You're gonna put me in that spot.
I know.
How are you gonna do that to me? No, when they're both on the album. Nah, I can't choose. You can't make me do that. I can't choose.
Okay. Recording in the studio, performing live.
Recording in the studio.
It was good to see you squirm though a little bit.
Yeah, God, that was a setup. That was a setup.
Message for the fans.
Thanks for sticking with me, you know, embracing the album. I'll see you on tour soon.
Thank you for taking time out to talk to us. Method to Madness, you've got to check it out, and when I say fire, I mean fire.
Yeah.